Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and tonight I'm switching it up. I'll be Titan, I'll be Arc. You'll notice here that I have this Synchronic, I think it's Synchronic Roulette, I think is what it is. This is the Neo Muna submachine gun from last season. Of course, the Graviton Lance, and then just a GL, just a nondescript. And another change I made here was Peacekeepers instead of Anteus Wards. I'm not skilled enough to use Anteus Wards. I don't have the timing down. I'm just not good enough to do it. But Peacekeepers are going to dovetail nicely with the submachine gun, which is a good one. I don't have an Immortal, but this is an Immortal-like submachine gun in as much as it has very similar stats. It's a strand weapon. This turns out to be actually a nice pairing with the Graviton Lance. I mean, you've got the inside-outside game. Not to mention the fact that I'm running Knockout on my Titan, and also changed from the Thunderclap to the charged melee, the dash attack. So this is going to allow me to break down the distance between myself and other enemies and other players, and hopefully make a little bit more dynamic play. Now, that being said, this is all a learning curve, and obviously I'm going to mess up quite a bit until I get the timing down, the ranges, the movement, and so on and so forth. So you're going to see quite a bit of buffoonish play here as we move along here. So I'm going to drop it into Fortress, and we'll let it go, and I'll do a little running commentary. Now, it seems obligatory that at the start of every match I have to have a stupid death or 2 or 3 or 4, and this will be no different. Also note how this team jumps on us right away. Now, of late, this has usually resulted in players leaving the match. So, yeah, they're jumping on B clearly in force. It's the whole team there. I've got to get out or die. I mean, there's nothing I can do. They've got arc buddies. They've got 4 or 5 guys there. I just want them to try to come to me. And I'm just kind of trailing them back so I can use my Polaris Lance. But I've got to work on my aim. I see the sniper, and I'm not going to re-engage him. I'm going to back up because they are pushing. This guy's pushing me hard. Now watch this. I hit him, and he slid right through it. That was BS. That was not a mistake on my part. I should have had that kill. This one, on the other hand, is my fault. I killed this guy. And then I do okay to disengage, but you notice I re-engage before my health is back. And that just guaranteed I died. You know, and a little bit of that I'll attribute to the fact I've been playing Warlock on high recovery. And I would have been able to re-engage like that with a Warlock. Alright, so here I'm thinking they're going to come for B. They're going to. Now, typically what happens when I rush out here like this, I'll run into 3 or 4 people. And guess what happens? I run into 3 or 4 people and don't... My bad decision there was to not disengage. I should have put a shield up, maybe even on the zone, and at least slowed them down. So now there's 29 to 17. They're really jumping on us, and I can't stop this. But the good thing is I am tying them up a little bit. And these guys are doing a good job of switching off their team. My teammate there finally gets them. And you see I win that duel. Now, that's something a Warlock really probably wouldn't have been able to do very well. Now, this is just bad decision making. There was no way in the world I was going to get to him. And even if I had, his friends just cleaned me up. If you count, there are 5 people there. That was a brain dead move on my part. I got target fixated and just went for it. Now, I decide, hey, enough of that nonsense. Play your life. Because I'm personally handing them the win with this style of play. Alright, so I'm going to come up. Time to get out. Time to break line of sight. Don't run away in a straight line. Break your line of sight. They're posted up in a well So it's foolish to come up here in a way, but it works out. I've got him behind me and to the side. This guy's gone. I need to back up. I've got a guy down on C. I'm going to stop this. Jump on him, not let him get it back. We're going to have another guy come in. I killed him in 4. This guy is trying. But with 2 of us there, that never had a chance. It's starting to get away from us. I'm going to back up because their whole team's coming down and I know it. And the 2 of us are just going to get cleaned up. I see the sniper. And I decide if I peek that again, he's going to have me zeroed in. But this is when I should have probably disengaged. So I decide back up.
Zone C lost.
And I can feel them coming.
Zone B captured. You.
And once again, target fixated. I don't jump on one guy. I have to jump into 3. See? Bad, but I don't read the radar real well. I just saw red down there and decided to jump in there and see what I can make happen. But there was no way I was going to close that gap. And another thing I've got to stop doing. You'll notice that when I'm on the ground, I've got an overshield as long as I sprint at them. But I keep jumping up as if I'm a Warlock. And it's just a little bit of play that I'm going to have to stop engaging in. Help get that kill. Alright, so we've got A, we've got B.
5 minutes.
We're working on C. We got a triple cap going on. I've got my super and I'm just looking for a place to use it. And then I see it kind of up here.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold.
And that's going to handle the B situation nicely.
You captured Zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
So now it's time to go look at A. And I don't want to rush out there. I don't see a teammate going. I think, okay, let me see if I can get an angle. There it is. Now watch this. Right through the well.
I love it. Triple
Now my
down.
teammate really did the bulk of the work there. But I see that they're going to actually have some numbers in a second if I'm not careful. And this guy comes in.
As one.
And that's where this submachine gun really does behave like a an immortal. I mean, it really... If I had target lock on that, it would be so much better.
Zone A. Zone advantage.
And so I'm going to have to farm for that. Because I'll never get an immortal. It's just not going to happen. I didn't recognize he was an enemy until it was almost too late. That's a bad super. Force him to back up. He's starting to take a hook around. My teammates fail to recognize that he's coming. Of course, I don't have voice chat on, so I can't tell them.
Hold strong.
But his super's
This
up.
battle is yours.
And I know there are at least 3 or 4 of them in there, and I'm just going to back up. Now, they don't pursue, so I decide to re-engage. Push that guy forward. But I got them both. Now, other than the stupid plays that I made, I'm actually doing alright. Okay, we're going to try to stop this guy.
That shut them down. Zone advantage is yours. You're almost
And that felt good. I mean, to be able to hold that and to win my 1v1, you know. And I'm doing a lot better about winning my ones. I'm just having a hard time engaging multiples. because I shouldn't.
Zone B lost.
At my skill level, I should be playing the numbers. If I shot better, I would have killed that first guy. But I'm forced to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going for the heavy, but my teammate gets it first. That's fine. I'm going to go out here and watch this. Just how quickly this Huckleberry destroys me. And I see him coming, and I should already be gone. Or should have put up a wall. I mean, it's like I forget I have a barrier.
Zone A captured.
And
You
that's,
have zone advantage.
you know, played a lot of... yeah, this guy just melts me with the thorn. He got me with whatever that... Probably a grenade launcher. And then cleaned me up with a thorn. It's a good swap. Anyway, yes, I'm playing a lot of Warlock. And so I've got to unlearn some of the things about that to play better as a Titan.
You have advantage.
I've got my super again. That's a second super. I know they're here. And that just ended it. So, how did we do?
Bring me your friends. I need more like you.
And this actually was not, I mean, this is on the high end of what I did today, but not completely atypical. I was about this combat efficiency all day long. And I was on the low end. I think the lowest game I got was 6 when we got completely wiped out. But generally speaking, it was going to be between, say, 17 and 22, 23. Something like that. So I even had a 25 match in there somewhere. So this was actually, this is becoming more frequent. So, and what I like about this is a team against which we were evenly matched. I mean, we actually, if you look at it, we had very similar distributions. Just not bad. In fact, they had a 25 and a 24. We had a 26 and a 23. I mean, yeah, most of their guys went positive. Most of ours went positive. I mean, they were leading for the longest time. So this is fun. This was a fun match, and I enjoyed this. If this were to happen more often, then this is great. Okay, this would be great if PvP were this way. So that being said, tomorrow's another day. We'll see what happens, but I probably continue with the Titan, try to refine it a little bit, probably try to up my recovery a little bit. It's something that it's not real solid right now. So it'd be great if I got a better exotic roll on my Peacekeepers, but it's just a so-so roll, and I'll have to make up for it elsewhere. But other than that, I'm just rambling right now. Had a good time today. Hope to have a good time tomorrow. Hope you join and watch again. But for now, this is Iron Bill, and I'm signing out.